you love hearing our picks. And, hey, good ones this week.
Especially my picks.
What?
I'm probably in last place still. I said you love hearing my picks, but especially my picks because I'm in last place, so you know what not to pick.
Yeah, so I'm going to just recap this past week. So Gian and I did very well. We both went 11-5. We tied again because Gian and I tend to do that. I picked 2 right that he picked wrong, and then he picked 2 right that I picked wrong. I called the Colts-Browns game right, and he called the Raiders and Packers games correct, and I didn't. So pretty even there. We both went 11-5, and Frank went 8-8. So really not that bad. He went even at 8-8,
okay.
But still, just because Gian and I are doing really good, it's Frank's kind of falling out of it. But anyway, the total records are the same point differential as before. I am 40-33, Gian is 43-30, and then Frank is 32-41. So we are going to go ahead and get into next week's picks because we're getting down to it.
I could go 15-0 this week.
No, I'm going 15-0. If you want to copy my picks and go 15-0, I'm cool with that. But Gian, you are not allowed to.
All right, Ethan, you and I have to do the same play or the same
hey,
picks.
I'm not picking what you tell me to pick because I'm picking my own picks here. Hey, I'm gonna recycle what Gian said. Just pick the right game, pick the right winner, pick the right one.
Yeah, just pick the right one.
Pick the right one.
Don't do it just to get one over, man. You gotta pick the right one. You gotta help the people. You gotta help them.
All right, I'm gonna go first. So that way, whenever you guys agree with me, I can say that it's because you're copying me. But the first game is Jaguars at Jets. The Jaguars are favored 1.5. I'm picking the Jaguars. Who are you picking, Gian?
It's obviously the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are running away with this one. Giants struggled a bit against Washington Commanders. It wasn't the most fantastic Sunday night game.
Jaguars at Jets.
Jaguars at Jets? Oh, I thought it was the Giants. Oops, my bad. I'm reading this wrong. So, regardless, Jaguars.
Yeah.
Jets. Zach Wilson's back. Again, we saw how amazing the Jets were with Mike White for a little bit. Zach Wilson's back. A lot of injuries on that team. Give me the Jags. Trevor Lawrence is hot. That whole team is hot. They have weapons everywhere. Give me the Jags. Jags.
What about you, Frank? Jags or Jets?
I'll say the Jags. I don't have any faith whatsoever in Zach Wilson. So
the only faith I have in the Jets is that their defense is super good. But yeah, they're not going to score.
But so Quentin Williams is out still, right? So
yeah. All right. Next game is New York Football Giants at the Minnesota Football Vikings. Vikings are favored by 3.5 points. Now, this seems easy. Vikings win, but they've been winning by a very small amount of points lately. Like, they beat the Colts in the greatest comeback in football history and still didn't cover the spread. So, I don't know. Giants are pretty good. They beat the Commanders. They've pretty well locked a playoff spot down unless they lose out. So, what do you think? Vikings or Giants?
I'm taking the Vikings. I mean, you can't go wrong here with the Vikings. They need one more game to solidify their standing, and I just think, and they also want to try to see if now that the Eagles have Jalen Hurts hurt, why not take a shot to try to get that first seed bye in the playoffs? I think it'd be beneficial to them. They're going to go all gears in and everything. Give me the Vikings. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings as well. The exact same reasons you just said. I think that they're going to kick their ass and harder now that they have a chance to get that number 1 seed, to get that bye week going into the playoffs. And I think that after their comeback last week, they're probably riding high on how good their offense is when they play well. So I think that they go in there and they beat the Giants by probably a touchdown. I don't think it's going to be a blowout because they never blow teams out. But I think, 5, 6, 7 points isn't unreasonable for them to beat the Giants, especially at home, So I'm going Vikings minus 3.5 as well. What about you, Frank?
I'll take the Vikings as well. I originally had thought that they were going to be our bum of the week at the beginning of the game.
Yep. I did too. I was already writing up notes about how they're stupid, and then they came back. Man, and bettors made a lot of money. So there were several people who bet on them to win at halftime, and the odds were insane. So, props to you guys for making money on that. Not a bad bet. Good for you guys. But moving on to the Saints at Browns. This is a tough one because both teams suck. Saints at Browns. Browns are favored to win by 2.5 points.
I'll go with the
Browns
Saints. I don't see. I mean, against even a halfway decent team in the Texans, the Browns' offense struggled. I don't see their offense doing any better. I think the offense for the Saints is better than what the Texans have and better than what the Ravens have. So I think by
The thing is,
process
I think
of
that it's a
elimination-
very low-scoring game. But the thing
Yeah.
is, both offenses suck.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
true.
problem.
Yeah.
They suck. They're horrible. Both
It's
of
just
them.
which offense sucks less.
I think the Saints have a
that's
better
the Saints.
offense, but the Browns have a lot better of a defense.
That's true.
I don't think the Browns score. The Browns might score one touchdown, and the Saints might score one touchdown.
Yeah.
It's just tough. This one's probably one of the tougher games to pick, just because
Yeah.
they both suck. You know.
You
I'm
could
just gonna
flip a
have
coin. Honestly.
Yeah, I might just flip a coin here, dude. I don't. It's tough.
I agree because I mean Browns right now. I'm looking at their injury report. Nick Chubb questionable with a foot injury. Miles Garrett illness. David Njoku
Saints.
knee.
Mhm.
Davian Clowney. Yeah.
I'm going Saints plus 2.5.
Jeez,
Because here's the thing.
copying
Here-
my picks.
Did you pick Saints?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll write Saints. I didn't hear you. Thing is, it's a win-win for me because I don't want the Saints to win the division. So if they lose, then I win personally. But if they win this game or cover the spread, then I win the picks. So boom, we are good. So when you bet against your team, what about you, GM? What are you picking? Browns, Cleveland Browns, or the New Orleans Saints?
The Brownies.
I want to pick the Browns, but I mean the Saints is the safer play here.
The Browns are at home.
Yeah, I understand, but I mean, I would.
That
feel
means
more
nothing.
comfortable Picking the Browns if Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback. In all honesty, if Jacoby Brissett was there, I'd already be all in on the Browns. But with all the injuries, Chubb being hurt to an extent, I mean it's questionable.
I mean, their offense struggled last week. You saw what they did against a
Yeah.
garbage fire of a Ravens team, right?
So you're going.
What'd they
you're
score?
going
Like
Saints.
13 points?
Yeah, so I'm going Saints. Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean, if you can't plow and just demolish either the Texans or the Ravens,
Yeah.
Saints have a better defense. I gotta go with the Saints.
All right, Lions at Panthers. The Lions are only favored by 2.5. That's easy for me. Lions by 2.5. I think,
Yeah, easy.
I feel like that's something that we're all probably going to agree on. Is
Same.
Yeah.
Lions.
Same. Yeah, Lions.
Yeah, we all think we'll have them winning out, and especially the Panthers that suck. I mean, they've been playing well, I guess, kind of the past couple weeks, but yeah, Panthers suck. The Lions are freaking broiling right now. Moving on, Bengals at Patriots. Bengals are favored by 3.5 points. I feel like that's honestly kind of a tough spread because I think that it's a close game, but the Bengals win. But is it?
Yeah.
It could be by a field goal, and then
Is it 3
Cover.
points or 3.5 points?
3.5. So if they win by a field goal, we don't win. They have to win by more than that.
Jeez.
They have to win by
See,
more
that's
than 3
tough.
points. Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah.
That's my thing, dude. I feel like that's a good spread for right there. I'm going Bengals. I think the Bengals are sneakily becoming like a top 3 team in the NFL. Like they've been freaking dominating the last.
Well, now that
half of
Jamar
the
Chase is
season.
back,
Oh yeah, they're kicking ass right now. I got Bengals minus
Yeah.
3.5.
I'll take the Bengals too. I don't see the Patriots doing anything this week.
Give me the Bengals.
Dudes, you guys gotta stop copying me. I'm never gonna get ahead that way.
They're just too easy to pick this week.
Yeah, this week is a little bit easier. It seems like there's not like any massive spreads that are like, oh man, who knows? Like the Chiefs Texans one that we all bummed up last week. Here's an interesting one: Bills at Chicago. Bills are favored by 8.5. That's a pretty big spread, but it's the Bills. But they're in Chicago, and Justin Fields is healthy, and Montgomery went off last week. So 8.5. I could see him losing by a touchdown and covering that spread. You know.
Yeah, I'll take the Bears. I don't.
You were just saying that to get me to pick the Bears, Ethan.
No, I don't know who I'm picking. I don't know. I'm gonna hear what you guys say and do some analysis. I honestly
I'm
don't
taking
know.
the Bears. I don't care if Ethan's trying to trick people with what he's saying. I don't see the
Dude, I'm not. The Bears covered last week. I mean, like, the Bears
Yeah.
are good, dude. Like, I mean, okay, they're not good, like, they're going to make the playoffs, but they're good enough to not lose by 10 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially at home.
I think that's too big of a spread, so I'm taking the Bears.
8.5.
I think... I'm
What
gonna
have
go
the Bills been
Bills.
doing the past few weeks?
I do want to say the wind was a factor in the previous game over at Soldier Field with the Eagles because like it was to the point where they would kick the ball like down the middle and it would just sway from one side to another. It was a very windy game this past weekend. So you know what? I don't want to do this. Oh, give me the Bears.
Gian, come on, pick the Bills.
Give me the Bears. I already
Go with
picked
your
the Bears.
gut.
I don't know. My gut says Bears.
I picked the Bills. I'm probably going to bite it in the ass in that one. I feel like the Bears probably cover. But I think that the Bills right now, they're kind of neck and neck with the Chiefs for that number 1 seed in the AFC. So I think that they're playing their asses off the rest of this year. I don't think they're taking it easy just because they locked themselves a playoff spot. So I think they're going to go out there and kick some ass. But moving on, this is another, well, I think, kind of tough one, is Texans at Tennessee Titans. Titans are favored to win by 5.5 points. At home for the Titans, 5.5, decent amount of points, but the Titans have sucked lately, and the Texans kicked ass last week. They still lost, but I
Yeah.
mean, they barely lost against the Chiefs, man.
Not to mention tons of injuries for the Titans over the course of this past week's game. Even
I'm
to the
picking
point where
Texans.
Tannehill-
I'm going Texans.
Yeah.
For the only time I will ever pick the Texans, I'm picking Texans plus 5.5.
I'll take the Texans. So
What are you picking, Gian?
Give me the Titans.
Titans, all right.
I don't believe they're done yet. I feel like the Titans, they could win this one. They're gritty.
I could see them winning.
I think
but
Mike Vrabel has a
Yeah.
point to prove with him staying and their GM leaving. Those couple weeks ago, whenever that happened, I think that he has to prove
Right.
that he was the one to be keeping around rather than the GM, because they had that whole beef, the squabble.
That's true.
Going on. But I mean, I don't think he's been doing that so far. So
all right. Seahawks at Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 9.5.
it's a big spread.
It is. If it were
I'll
at
take the
home for the
Seahawks.
Seahawks, if it were at home for the Seahawks, oh, this is tough. Okay, so Gian Chiefs, Frank Seahawks. This is
Seahawks.
tough for me because if it was at home
they're
for the
not
Seahawks, I'm
covering.
like 9.5 is too many points. But they're at
Yeah.
the Chiefs Stadium. The Chiefs, I think, in terms of like home field advantage, they have one of the best because the Chiefs Kingdom is so
Do you think
loud.
they're going to win by a touchdown and a field goal?
I think they're going to win by 2 touchdowns, in all honesty. Seahawks, they're getting out of the playoffs. This is part of their downhill spiral.
Yeah, no, I'm going Chiefs
Yeah.
as well for what you're saying and what I just said about the Bills. Since they're competing for that number 1 spot, I think that they go out there, and especially coming off of a risky one against Texans, they got something to prove right now. They're going to go out there and kick some ass. Atlanta Falcons at Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 7.5.
That's another way too big spread. Like
I'm
there's
taking the Falcons.
Yeah,
Give me the
I'm taking the
Falcons.
Falcons as well.
We're all picking Falcons plus
Okay.
7.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because even though Desmond Ritter didn't play well, they still barely lost to the Saints, and they covered. So
Yeah.
I think that he plays better this week because got some more reps in, and that run game is just too strong with the Falcons. So I think that's a pretty easy one. Washington Commanders at San Francisco 49ers. Niners are favored by 7.5. I'm picking Niners. Easy. I love the Niners. They're winning by more than 7.5 against the Commanders.
Agreed. I'll take the Niners.
What you doing,
Brock
John?
Purdy time.
Mm, 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 mm.
The peppermint fresh boy.
You picking the Commanders? You think they got a little fight left in them?
No, I can't pick against Kyle Shanahan. Give me the 49ers. I can't go against Kyle Shanahan.
Can't do it, dude. All right.
No.
Eagles at Cowboys. The Cowboys are favored to win, surprisingly. 4.5 points. I don't know
Give me the
why.
Cowboys.
Okay.
We'll take the Eagles because Dallas Goddard's back.
I need to do some research here. This is gonna be. It's gonna be a tough one.
Is Jalen Hurts for sure sitting?
It's not for sure, but already on the fantasy app they have him at 0 points. Jalen Hurts has got a shoulder sprain, and then on top of that, I mean, it's not that I don't trust Gardner Minshew, but the Eagles could afford to sit Hurts for a couple of games and make sure he's ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Cowboys, they need to play catch up. I feel like this is a game the Cowboys go all tips in, especially after a devastating loss to the Jags.
Yeah, that's true. I'll change my bet to the Cowboys, actually.
I hate that you did that, Frank. I don't know. I feel like Gardner Minshew, man. I think he's one of the better backups in the league. He's not as good as Jalen Hurts, obviously, but I don't know, man. Favored to lose by 4.5, and they beat the Cowboys by 9 last time they played. This is tough, dude.
No, I'm taking the Eagles. I see. Yeah, sorry.
No, I haven't
You can
written
take
anything
Dallas,
down for you
Ethan.
yet. I never write yours down until I've already moved on to the next one because you change so often. So you're fine. Keep changing, dude. Do what you gotta do.
I'm taking the Eagles. I think if Dallas wins, it'll be by a field goal, maybe. I think they just eke this out. I don't think that it's gonna be by a touchdown.
Ugh. I don't know, dude. This is so tough for me. Because the Cowboys are either going to obliterate the Eagles or get their ass kicked. I don't think it's a close game either way. I think that they either come out and Pollard's going to get 200 yards and 5 touchdowns like he does some games, or they're going to get shut down and only have 80 rushing yards total for the whole team.
Yeah.
I think that... I'm going to go Eagles. I'm going Eagles. I hate the Eagles. No, I can't. Dude, I don't know. Because I said the Eagles are going to start losing games. I gotta go Eagles.
So what's it gonna be?
No, the Eagles sucked last week against the Bears, dude. Oh,
It was a windy game. Very windy game.
dude, this is so hard. This is such a tough pick. I'll go Eagles. Whatever. I'll go Eagles. I don't like that pick at all. I hate it, but I'll go Eagles. All right, Raiders at Steelers. Raiders are dogs, underdogs.
I'm
Steelers are
taking the
favored to win by
Steelers.
2.5. You said you're taking the Steelers, Frank?
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, this is tough.
Vegas.
The Raiders
Raiders
struggled
played well last week.
against the.
Give me the Raiders. I think it'll be a tight game, and maybe the Raiders can pull some magic now that Darren Waller's back too. By the way,
How have the Steelers? The Steelers have played like decent the past couple weeks, haven't they?
they've played decent.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's going to be a close game.
The Raiders
Especially,
have too.
The Raiders have also been playing decent. Last 4 games are 4-1. They
Yeah, I'm
still
gonna go Raiders.
Technically have a chance at the playoffs. So.
I think I'll go Raiders. I think that's going to be one of those teams that barely misses the playoffs because they couldn't get it together quick enough, and this is a game that they win to piss off their fans.
I mean,
yeah, Mike Tomlin
this
at
is
home, though, that's tough.
crazy, though.
Mike Tomlin
Like,
at home.
because think about the team that they have, and think about what their expectations were at the beginning of the season.
Oh, yeah,
and
dude,
think
people
about
were
where they're at
thinking-
now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the whole.
It's like
AFC
Super Bowl or
West.
bust, and they just busted.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
entire honestly, that could be our bum of the week at the end of the season, AFC West.
Bum of the season. Not gonna lie, I genuinely thought that there was a decent chance for the AFC West for every single one of those teams because on paper, all those teams are
Oh
pretty
yeah,
stacked.
all of them are stacked.
All of them. For them to all make it to the playoffs.
Thing is, if you put any of those teams in the NFC South, they all make the playoffs. Even the Broncos
Yeah,
that
that's true.
suck. If they were in the NFC South, like take out the Bucks, put them in there, they're winning
Yeah.
all 6 divisional games, and they can win another like 2 or 3 random games to get in there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got Green Bay at Miami. Green Bay plus 4.5. Dolphins minus 4.5. Gian, are you picking the Packers here?
Give me the Fins.
Give me the Fins, even though you said
You
earlier. You said earlier the Packers were going to win this game.
Yeah.
I did. Give me the Fins. We're winning.
All right, Fins minus 4.5. I'll pencil it in for you, Gian. What about you, Frank?
Never go against my team.
I can't go against what I said with the Dolphins possibly missing the playoffs. So
you're picking
I think
Packers?
Yeah.
I completely forgot. Here's the thing. I thought we were playing at Green Bay. I didn't realize this was a home game. Green Bay is going to be out of their element. Give me the Fins.
I don't think it matters, at least in my opinion. I'm picking the Fins either way. I don't think the Packers are making the playoffs, so I think they lose most of the rest of their games. So yeah, I got Dolphins minus 4.5 easy. All right, I think this is probably a tough pick. Broncos at LA Rams. Broncos are favored to win by 2.5 points.
I think Baker has a revenge game and they win by a field goal. So give me the Rams.
Okay, what about you, Gian?
I'm having Broncos. They seem to be riding a bit of some sort of high. Jerry Judy's been playing phenomenally the last couple of weeks. Give me the Broncos. I really think their running game is getting together and their defense. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Latavius Murray last week. I'm picking the Broncos as well for the same reason. I think Latavius Murray is what is really bringing that together because he's actually a threat in the run game now, and he's not like a top 10 or even probably 15 running back, but he's enough of a threat that they have to watch out for him a little bit. So I'll go Broncos as well, minus 2.5. I think that's small enough of a spread. Next game is Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Arizona Cardinals. Tampa Bay is favored to win by 6.5 points.
Tampa, Tom.
I guess Tampa, just because strictly.
Yeah.
If they find a way to mess this up, then I mean Tom Brady definitely should retire.
I've got Tampa as well. And I hate to say it because I don't think that they're a good team. I don't think they deserve to make the playoffs. I don't think they deserve anything that's good. But the Cardinals quarterbacks combined last week for like 100-something yards, 0 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. The Cardinals suck. So Bucks minus 6.5. That feels just easy given how much they suck. Moving on. Chargers at Colts.
What's the line?
Minus 3.5 for the Chargers.
Oh, that's yeah. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, that's easy. Chargers all day. They're getting hot. They're gonna keep winning.
Chargers all day. Yeah, Chargers are hot. Their offense is all together now. You have Big Mike, Keenan, Palmer, DeAndre Carter, Eckler.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, that offense. Everyone on the team is getting healthier. Even the defense is getting healthier. They're coming back. So Chargers.
All right, what about you, Frank? Chargers or Colts?
This is a tough one. I am going to go with what you guys said earlier. Pick the easy games. So I'll just take the Chargers.
Yeah, especially with Jonathan Taylor being out.
Yeah.
But the Colts defense last week was really good and then really bad, so who knows?
Yeah.
Colts are fun to watch now. Anyway,
Yeah.
last game. Wait, no, that was the last game. Yeah, okay. That was the last game. Cool. That's all for the next.
Very
the
nice.
Freaking thing I'm looking at is showing next week's games as well. So I was about to say Dallas at Titans, but that's not picks for this week. So that's our picks for this week. Very
That's the
similar on most
episode.
of ours. We picked a lot of the same picks this week, so next week's probably not going to be much of a change, but we'll see. There's enough of a difference that, I picked, I think, like 2 games different than Gian, maybe 3, so we'll see what happens, but either way, that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Beautiful people. Do your thing. Gian, go ahead.
Oh yeah, stay frosty, guys. Stay frosty, my friends. Like and subscribe. Be sure to follow us on all our socials and peace and love, man. Yeah.
Comment down below what you guys want to see more of, what you enjoyed. If you want to see us upload audio from this so you can listen to it in the car, upload more clips on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Let us know what you, the people, would like to see. And like Gian said, stay frosty.
Yeah.